Just a little bit away from first pitch. And on the hill, the big righty, Michael McGreevy. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today. But when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you need it, a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
O'Neal Cruz, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. And the righty deals. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Just missed. And now the count filled up 3-2.
Oh boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Walker sizing this one up and puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one away. We take a check of the Pirates lineup put together by manager Derek Shelton. Getting guys across the plate, not exactly a forte for them this year, as their offense is in the bottom third of the league in runs scored.
It becomes extremely frustrating, and then what happens is guys press, especially in run scoring opportunities and situations. And on top of that, I mean, you really make it harder on your pitcher. He feels like he's got to be perfect to go out there and win a ball game, or at least to put the team in a position to win a ball game. So they've got to figure out a way to relax, get those runners across when they have them on, and especially when they're in scoring position.
2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. That missed by a lot. And the count is 1-2.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Nootbaar makes a nice running catch.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Joey Bart in the box now as he leaves that one up high. A changeup missing, and now 2-0. Next offering is fouled back. 2 out, space is empty. Pitch misses. 3 balls and a strike. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91. Two outs. Grounds one to short. Win. Slings it across. That's the 3rd out. We're midway in inning number 1. No score. Back here in St. Louis, and towing the slab in this one, Joey Wentz.
And a guy like this is going to keep you in the ball game. He's going to go out there, compete. Not going to see a whole lot of flair and flash, but he's going to hand it over to the bullpen at some point. And if you've been able to score a few runs, you'll be in it late. So we'll see if he's able to do that for his club in this one.
And now Lars Nootbaar. And the first offering, a fastball for a strike. Hit in the air, left field. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. There are a lot of nicknames people have attached to hits like that. Blooper, flare, duck snort, lawn dart, etc. But whatever you want to call it, it's a knot. And those are the ones that'll make you smile as a hitter just about every time.
Now up for St. Louis, Mason Wynn. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. That's in there.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
That one just misses.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Got him looking. One gone, bottom half of the first. Here's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan. Runner on the move. Fouled off left side. Man at first, one away. In the air, left field, down the line. And that drops foul.
This guy at the dish excels in two-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
Next pitch misses inside. And the count 1-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Missed with a changeup. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Cruz makes the grab. 2 away now.
Batting fourth.
Let's take a look at our lineup. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Victor Scott.
Well, Boog, there aren't many guys who have a flair for the big moment like he does. I mean, batting over 400 with runners in scoring position. Are you kidding me? I know it's not guaranteed or an automatic, but I hope we get to see him in a close, late-game situation with runners in scoring position and just see, is he truly a machine or not?
And first offering is fouled off. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. That one misses. Now 1-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Just missed. Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. Inning over. So 1 left for the Cardinals. Scoreless after 1. All set for the start of the inning. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Enmanuel Valdez. McGreevy back to work. Late on that fastball.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Ground ball up the middle. jump throw. Pretty nice play there.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball. And then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Brian Hayes, batting with one down, takes the strike. No score here in the second. That to right. Walker makes the grab for the second out.
Batting 6, left fielder Tommy Pham.
Here's Tommy Pham. Off the mark there. Ball 1. Just missed.
2-0.
Swing and a ball popped up. Donovan. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. And 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2, and up to hit is Wilson Contreras.
Wilson Contreras.
That's off the mark, and that's ball 1. Right through there for a strike. Gary Simmons has the plate duty in this one.
Well, with Simmons, it's not always your standard strike zone, Boog. It kind of gives a little extra in some parts of the zone and then can be tighter in others. But I think the important thing is he doesn't get labeled as inconsistent, so you got to stay ready up there.
He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Cruz flashes the leather on the running catch.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field, someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
Popped up to the left into foul ground, and that's a foul ball. Ball one there.
2 strikes.
1 out, base is empty. And now it's even up. And that skips into dirt. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Batting 7, catcher, number 63.
Here's the catcher, Yohel Pozo. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Hayes makes the catch, and that'll do it. And down in order go the Cardinals. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here in St.
Leading
Louis,
off for
here's
the
Adam
Pirates,
Frazier.
Second baseman, Adam Frazier.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That's ball three. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Upstairs, and that is ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game.
Well, he tried to
Batting
nibble
eighth,
right there and
shortstop,
just missed his
Derek
spot.
Triolo.
Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Stepping in, Jared Triolo. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Batting ninth,
Anytime you
catcher,
rip a line
Henry
drive the other
Davis.
way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
First and second, no outs. And here's the catcher, Henry Davis. On its way to the corner, and that will drop foul. To first, might be 2. And he handles it himself for the out.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
Here's O'Neal Cruz. Golden opportunity right here.
Ball.
Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. Frazier at third. Triolo at second with 1 away. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-1. Check swing, no appeal. That one ran inside, almost got him. Got him. Huge strikeout there.
Well, that was such a great opportunity to grab the lead. You had the infield back. All you've got to do is just put the ball in play on the ground, and you drive across a run. It's a frustrating outcome for the hitter. Now, I'll still have a chance, but it's probably going to take a clutch hit with 2 outs.
Brian Reynolds here. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Two outs, 2 in scoring position. Late swing, foul to the left. Two on, 2 outs. And a count 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Second and third, 2 down. That's off the inside corner, and the count is 2-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
On the ground right side. In plenty of time to first, and they take care of Reynolds for the out. And that is the inning. Pirates strand a couple, and we're still knotted at 0. Set for the bottom of the third, and now the right fielder, Jordan Walker. Walker measures 6 feet 6 inches, 22 years old. A former first-round pick in 2020. Swings and misses. And a count even 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Struck him out. He says, I don't care about draft rounds. Take a seat.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Victor Scott. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. And that one a little below the knees. 1-0. Still tied at 0. Last of the third. Fought off foul. This one in the air. And that quickly 2 away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
So the lineup flips over. And up next for St. Louis, Lars Nootbaar. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, it should be a good outing for him.
That one fouled off. The other way, and it stays fair. Around first, heading for 2. In safely, it's a double, and his second hit.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. Just missed.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
The shortstop takes the ball. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. strike one.
2-1.
Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. Man on second, 2 down. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
In the dirt, but kept close. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
So close to getting out of it right there, but this inning still has life.
Now batting, second baseman.
First and second, 2 outs. Brendan Donovan digs in now. Not even close there. Ball 1.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Up the middle. And that's a base hit around third. Here comes the throw. It's off the mark, and he scores. On the board first, it's 1-0.
Big RBI for him right there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Struck out looking his first time. That's in there. That's strike 1.
All one's the count.
Two outs. And that is out of play. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Swinging a ground ball, and that one handled. Jump throw, and that's a nice play to end the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 1-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Busch Stadium, and now here is Joey Bart. Sliced hard but foul. That just misses, and the count is 1-1. And that's a little high.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
2 balls, 2 strikes. 3-2.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Now batting, designated hitter Enmanuel Valdez.
Enmanuel Valdez, the next Pirate to hit. He's 0 for 1. Runner on the go. And that one fouled off. Runner at first with no outs here. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Here's the 0-2. Grounder might be 2. Quickly to second for 1. Relay to first. Double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Now batting key Brian Hayes. Flied to right his first time. Pulls that one foul. And now the 0-1. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Close, but called a ball. 2-2.
2-2 the count.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Cardinals 1 and the Pirates nothing. Pirates with a new arm on the mound, Andrew Heaney. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters.
Number 0, Andrew Heaney.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1.
Wilson Contreras.
That one catches the corner for a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Carmen Mlodzinski loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Bednar getting loose as well. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting, first baseman.
Now up for St. Louis, Alec Burleson. He's 0 for 1. And that's outside. Fly ball down the line. Lunges, but can't make the catch. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside, getting that barrel there to meet it just in time. I tell you what, it's not easy to do.
Digging in, Yohel Pozo. And that drops in for a strike. First and second here, no outs. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
So up next, Jordan Walker. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Ball 1 low. Two on, 1 out. Swinging a foul straight back. And that one missing low. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Victor Scott next up for the Cardinals. First time up was a pop out. Clips the corner. That's strike 1. First and second, 2 down. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Strike 2.
Tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Inside, and it's 1 and 2. Two on, 2 outs. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Two on, 2 outs. And that's outside. Now 2 and 2. Good job to fight that one off. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
2 outs. Fouled off again, and it remains 3 and 2. And they're all loaded up.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Bird. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
So digging in, Lars Nootbaar. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. He's under it, and that will end the inning. They leave them loaded. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Cardinals 1 and the Pirates nothing. And we're back.
Leading
Top
off
five,
for the
John
Pirates,
Sciambi with Chris
left fielder,
Singleton.
Tommy
And leading it
Pham.
off, Tommy Pham. McGreevy back to work. Right through there for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Shoots a line drive single into right center. So a man on base to start the inning.
Now batting, second baseman, Adam Frazier.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Adam Frazier, the next Pirate to hit. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Just
outside.
missed. Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Pham gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And that one in there at the knees for a strike. And it's 2-1. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3. And they turn the double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Shortstop, Jared Triolo.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Jared Triolo. That's inside.
Ball 1.
The Redbirds leading by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. Foul ball there. Next pitch way upstairs. Fly ball pretty well struck right field. Walker ranging back. Hauls it in on the warning track. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the shortstop, Mason Wynn. And that one is in for a strike.
Well, a good slider from an opposite-handed pitcher has to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer. Otherwise, recognition can cause you to barrel it up. And right there, the hitter clearly couldn't do anything with it.
0-2 is the count.
Just off the outside edge. Going to count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
And delivers outside.
Ball 2.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. In the air, left field. Coming on is Pham to make the play.
Now batting, third baseman, Nolan.
2 down, base is empty. So now it's Nolan Arenado. 0 for 2 in this one. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals, but they lead it 1-0. Back here in St. Louis, and now the catcher comes up to him, Henry Davis. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Movement in the bullpen, Phil Maton. The veteran right-hander appears to be loosening up. King, the lefty, warming up as well.
Ball, that's out.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Dives and he can't hang on. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And they come away without an out.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
Back to the top of the order now. Now it's going to be O'Neal Cruz. First pitch, and he just misses. And that one is inside.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Just missed. Brian Reynolds in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, this could be the start of something. They haven't found a way to score yet, but now's their chance to change that.
First and second, no outs. Brian Reynolds will hit next. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Ball 1, no strike.
And now 2-0.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Here's a 2-0. Swing and a foul out of play.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Outside.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Fastball for a strike.
3-2.
Stays alive. Davis over at second. Cruz at first with no outs. And that'll load the bases.
Gosh, another walk in this one. Man, he is having some real issues with control.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Michael McGreevy won't go any further tonight. And he leaves with the bases loaded, so he'll look for some help from his teammate coming in behind him.
Now pitching.
Sonny Gray will take over here.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Up next for the Pirates, Joey Bart. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
And fouled off.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is a big first out.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And now, Enmanuel Valdez. High fly ball lifted into air right field. Squeezes it. Runner tags for home. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. We're tied at 1.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Now the third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform, but at some point that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That's in for a strike.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight, and he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
2 on, 2 outs. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-1. And that one fouled off.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. No swing. Just held it back there. Corners are occupied with 2 down. And now it's filled up.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Tommy Pham in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Chopped out in front of the plate. Throws to first in time. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. All tied 1-1. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Carmen Mlodzinski
gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
Contreras in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Action in the pen down there. Colin Holderman loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Rainey also throwing.
Hey.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
And that one is downstairs. And that's ball 2. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Liner, and this could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on. It's such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
And now the first baseman, Alec Burleson. 1 for 2. First pitch misses. Fastball is outside.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
That's outside. 3-1.
That must feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Yohel Pozo in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now batting, number 63.
And here is Yohel Pozo.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Hit on the ground might be 2. Over to Frazier. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Jordan Walker, the next to hit. There's the strike. 95 of that one. Two outs.
Nope. Outside.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Now there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Struck him out looking. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Phil Maton.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, Tommy Pham.
Left fielder, Tommy Pham.
And that one misses up and in. And that's ball one.
You know, these Pirates finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
That one not close. 2-2.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. That was the sweeper, but it missed. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Pretty good pitch on 3-2, right around the knees, but just no help from the umpire.
Adam Frazier, the next Pirate to hit.
Leadoff man is on. You got to be looking for the bunt here, trying to get him into scoring position.
Pham on the move. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. That one outside. And that is ball one. Fought off foul. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. And that's in the dirt.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
That one misses, and that's ball three.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
3 balls, 2 strikes the count. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. And with 2 outs, the go-ahead run is at second base. Jared Triolo, the next Pirate to hit. Right through there for a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Is a big first out.
So far, just one of those days for this lineup. You get a couple of runners on, and you're looking at having a big inning, and that strikeout right there just pours water on the fire. You look for the next hitter to step up and try to do something, pick up his teammate and his club.
Now, Henry Davis. And fouled off. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. Pitch misses outside. And now it's even 1-1.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Count.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
O'Neal Cruz, the next Pirate to hit.
Counts 1-0.
In the dirt. No movement on the base. It's ball 1. Two on, 2 outs. And there's the strike. And that misses. And it's 2-1. High in the air, out to right. Walker sizes this one up. Brings it in. And that's the 3rd out. Pirates strand a couple. Still tied 1-1.
Now pitching for
We're
Pittsburgh.
back in a new pitcher here to start the
Number
bottom of the
35.
7th. Colin Holderman.
Well, I got to
Holderman.
think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team, and there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
Leading off for
And
St.
here is
Louis,
Victor
center
Scott.
fielder, Victor Scott the second.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
That's a strike. Just missed. Next pitch is outside. Fouled off. He was late. Payoff pitch. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Now that's a really dangerous base runner to put on first, especially in a tie game. Now there might be some consequences coming from that mistake.
So back to the top of the order. Now the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. Holderman throws to first. And he's back in on a dive. Outside. And it's 1-0. There's a strike.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
And that one is lifted in the air. Reynolds sizing this one up, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 1 down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't
Now
quite
batting,
barrel it up enough to really
shortstop,
drive it.
Mason
Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. That pitch gets the inside corner. Strike one.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. One away. Tie game. Go ahead run stands at first. Slides, but he can't come up with it. Throw comes into third. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job to stand back and let the ball get deep. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
And now Brendan Donovan just missed.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
The next pitch misses. 2 balls, no strikes. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great
out to center. Cruz under it. He's got it. Runner tags from third. The throw's offline. He's saved. It's 2-1.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Here's Nolan Arenado. 0 for 3 in this one. That one finds the zone. Strike one. That one missed. Win off of first with 2 away. Runner on the go. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. It's in and out of his glove, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. 8th inning coming up. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Pirates 1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Kyle Leahy.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Well, 1-run game at the plate for Pittsburgh. Brian Reynolds. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Makes the grab, and there's 1 down.
Up next for Pittsburgh, first baseman Joey Bart.
This is Joey Bart. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Action in the St. Louis bullpen. Ryan Helsley, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. Looking to get the tying run on base. This one popped up. Burleson on the move. Makes the grab, and there's 2 out.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Emmanuel Valdez getting ready to hit. And a foul ball.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
2 down, nobody on. Outside with a breaking ball.
Now this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. That's long gone. 3rd home run of the season, and we're all square. It's 2-2.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Brian Hayes, the next Pirate to hit. Turned on, but foul wide of 3rd. Two outs. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
So hard to touch. I mean, at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. Looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's almost in the catcher's mitt.
Burleson on his way over and makes the grab. And that is that. But this clutch home run gets us even again. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Back after this on the show.
Pitching for
Back
Pittsburgh.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we
Number
roll into the
27.
bottom of the 8th. Tanner Rainey.
Tanner Rainey.
He's making his 2nd appearance of the season. Here comes Wilson
Leading off for the
Contreras.
Cardinals, designated hitter Wilson Contreras.
Up and in, ball 1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And that misses off the outside edge.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
That's ball 3.
Straighten him up a little bit.
So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Now batting first baseman.
No outs, runner at first. And here's the first baseman, Alec Burleson. There's the strike. Bullpen action for the Pirates. Ryan Barucki loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. With the go-ahead run at first, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that one fouled off.
Now pitching for
Ryan
Pittsburgh.
Barucki is forced to the
Number
mound
43.
after the injury.
Bringing in the
Ryan
lefty with the
Barucki.
left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Yohel Pozo next up for the Cardinals. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Yeah, that's fouled off. That one the other way. And there's a base hit to right field. And a go-ahead run into scoring position. One away.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. Yeah, the batter now, Jordan Walker. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Liner snagged it first. Dives for the bag. Got him. Double play. The Cards leave one. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. We go to the ninth. Here's the left fielder, Tommy Pham.
Tommy Pham.
Leahy back to work. And that's
Ball one, no
downstairs.
strike.
And that's ball 1. And that one in the air center field. Squeezes it. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, second baseman, Adam
Now it's the
Frazier.
second baseman, Adam Frazier. First pitch just misses.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in, you see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
On the ground to third, and that's a fair ball. Can't glove it cleanly. And he'll pull into second safely.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent back control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
And now Jared Triolo in the air, right field. Walker gets under it, brings it in, 2 down.
Now batting, catcher, Henry Davis.
Here's the Pirates catcher now, Henry Davis. 1 for 3. Just missed. Just off the inside edge.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Man at second.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Oh, that's upstairs.
O'Neal Cruz in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 2 down, go-ahead run and scoring position. Swings and misses, struck him out. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Bottom of the ninth, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Victor Scott.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
That one down the line, and foul ball. Little chopper rolls foul. And a swing and a miss. And one gone.
Oh, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals. Fought off foul. One down, base is empty.
Nope, that's down.
That one finds the zone, and the count 1-2. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field, and the winning run is aboard.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And up next for St. Louis, Mason Wynn. Outside corner, there's a strike.
0-1.
And that one ripped into right, down the line, and it's foul. One down, winning run on at first. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. An 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Donovan in the box now, takes strike one. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Trying to send this to extra innings. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. That's the third out, and we're headed to extras.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Now pitching
Back
for
now,
the
and on the mound, a closer, Ryan
Number
Helsley.
56. Ryan Helsley.
So digging in, O'Neal Cruz.
Listen, there's
Leading off the
absolutely no
Pittsburgh,
reason to
center
pitch to this
fielder,
guy right here.
O'Neal
You
Cruz.
nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
Gets the slider in there for a strike.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Man at second. Swinging a foul out of play. That misses, and the count 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
The 1-2. Up the middle. Tosses to first. And here in the 10th, the leadoff man is out.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there. Just rolled over it. Got the ground ball.
So up next, Brian Reynolds.
Well, first base open. Really no reason to pitch to this hitter right here. Put him on. Have the force at second first. Perhaps getting inning-ending double play.
That one at triple digits.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Ball, that's out.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
That misses the zone, and a count 2-1. Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. JoJo Romero, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. That one missing inside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
The 3-1. Ball 4, he walked in, and that keeps things going.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Here's Joey Bart now. Down and away for ball 1.
Well, he's already in some trouble, and falling behind in the count makes it even worse. Then you've got to throw the ball over more of the plate, and that's where they can really do damage against a guy like this.
Now he breaks as bad as it's put in play. And it's caught for the out. Now it's the DH, Enmanuel Valdez. He's already homered here in this one.
Enmanuel Valdez.
That one's in there. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Trying to check his swing. Appeal to third. And yes, he did. He went around. 2 on 2 outs. And that one is inside ball 1.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
Yep, that ball went out.
With the go-ahead run standing at second here in the top half of the 10th.
The count is full.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Got him! He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Pirates strand a couple. Score remains 2-2.
Now pitching for
Back
Pittsburgh.
here in extras, and a new pitcher
Number
on the mound in the
64.
bottom half of the inning, Caleb Ferguson. Here's Nolan Arenado.
Oh, how he'd love to walk it off right here.
The pit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
0-1.
Right through there for a strike.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boo. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Triolo sends it across to first, and they get Arenado for the out.
Now batting, designated hitter Wilson.
Here's Contreras now. And that one fouled off. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Coming on is Pham to make the play, and there's 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming
Now
open
batting,
instead of staying
first
closed.
baseman,
If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Burleson in the box lays off for ball 1. Activity in the bullpen. Dennis Santana loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Bednar, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. The winning run on second base. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. On to inning number 11 we go. We are tied 2-2.
Now pitching.
Back
for the
now, we're in
Cardinals.
extras. And there's a new arm on the mound,
Number
JoJo
59.
Romero. He has a
JoJo
great slider with tons of movement.
Romero.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, Ke'Bryan Hayes. Man at second, nobody out. Chris Certainly one of the things in his head is trying to get the runner over.
Yeah, the way that we see the game played today, though, guys are not sacrificing as much just to get that runner across. They're really looking at doing damage. Slugging is the name of the game.
The 0-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Now the left fielder, Tommy Pham. Yeah, I think part of that goes into it's just so hard to come up with hits. In today's game, starters don't go deep, and so hitters are seeing multiple pitchers every night, and that makes it more challenging just to come up with a single. One out. The go-ahead run is in second, and we're here in the top half of the 11th. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. Tap to first. Burleson. He steps on the bag, and 2 away to open the 11th.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
Second baseman,
Derek Shelton bringing a bat off the bench now. Liover Peguero. A critical at bat in this game for him. There's the strike. Tapped out in front of the plate. On to first. And the Pirates go 1-2-3. Pirates leave 1. And this game is still tied at 2-2. Back here at Busch Stadium. Now at the plate, Yoel Pozo. First offering, and it just misses.
1-0.
And another ball.
2 balls, no strike.
Yeah, there's the strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next pitch is outside. Man at second. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. He fouls it off. We'll do it again.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Rips that one to right. He's got it. Runner tags at second. There comes the throw. And he makes it up to third with 1 away.
Up next for the Cardinals, right fielder, Jordan Walker.
Jordan Walker next up for the Cardinals.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
That one finds the corner, and that is strike one.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
Outside low. 1 ball, 1 strike. And now the runner breaks for the plate. It's a pitch out, and they put the tag on him for the out. Two down, nobody on.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fly ball to right. Reynolds gets under it, nabs it, and the inning is over. Back here in St. Louis, and now the shortstop, Jared Triolo. Romero back to work. Fouled off. He was late. Strike 2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Down on strikes, and there's one away here in the 12th. Next to hit, Henry Davis.
Catcher, Henry Davis.
In there for strike 1. With the go-ahead run standing at second, and here in extra innings. Called strike right there.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Breaking ball inside. 1-2 the count. Strike 3, got him swinging. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now the center fielder, O'Neal Cruz. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Two down, go-ahead run in scoring position, and we're deep into extras. And that's in for a strike. 0-2. Checks his swing, now an appeal to third. No, he held up. Got him swinging for the K. And he strikes out the side here in extras. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. 1 run can win this thing as we move ahead to the bottom of inning number 12. We are tied 2-2. We're in extras here. Now up for St. Louis, Victor Scott. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
That's outside. And that's ball one. And that one fouled off. That's outside. 2 balls and a strike. Man at second. And it remains 2-2. Line drive. Dives, but it's off his glove. Safely into second. He's got a double. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Back to the top of the order now. Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals. A bunt, and it's popped up. Makes the grab, 1 away.
Now batting, the shortstop, Mason Wynn.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Mason Wynn.
Fly ball to the outfield for a sac fly. Soft
Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. So bases loaded with 1 away. At the plate, Brendan Donovan. Outfield playing pretty shallow. Late swing, foul to the left. So they're all loaded up. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2.
0-2.
And there's a ball.
2 strikes.
That one missed.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Off the catcher and rolls away.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Nolan Arenado. Inside. And that is ball 1. And fouled off. Falling behind 2-1.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Winning run at third, 2 down. High fly ball down the left field line. Into the corner, but foul. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Hit in the air left field. In comes the winning run, and the Cardinals win it in 12.
Well, you come to the ballpark hoping you'll see something special that day, whether you're a player or a fan. A walk-off win, nobody forgets that. A memorable moment that'll be logged in the...
A 3-2 final score in this one. A one-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Houston Astros and the Milwaukee Brewers. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
And now, please welcome your Milwaukee Brewers.
Just about set to go now. Showing the slab in today's game, Freddie Peralta.
Well, he's allowing just over one base runner per inning, which is really good, especially for a starter, because these hitters get to see you 2, 3, maybe even 4 times in a start. So just shows you how deceptive and how effective his stuff is. We'll see if it's that way in this one.
Jeremy Pena, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
First pitch, 640.
And a foul ball.
No, that's a ball.
Just missed. And that one hammered. That's back. And that one's gone. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. Home run number 5 on the season, and the Astros jump in front. It's 1-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Well, you got to love a game that brings some action from the jump. And at the plate, he was looking for a pitch to absolutely drive. And, you know, leadoff hitters aren't up there anymore just working the count, trying to get on. They're looking to make some noise and do some damage.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. Right through there for a strike.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning. Altuve has a lot of history with the Astros. In fact, he's played so many seasons in Houston that he's the only player to be named an All-Star in both leagues while playing for the same team. You know, Boog, Altuve goes back all the way to those Astros days in the NL Central before they moved to the AL West.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Oh, that slider down and away. It's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Christian Walker, the next to hit, takes ball 1. 1 out, base is empty. Foul ball.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 and 2.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Back-to-back curveballs and back-to-back whiffs. And I tell you what, that's having a feel for what you can beat a hitter with. And clearly, he wasn't picking up that breaking ball at all.
Next to hit, Yainer Diaz. Two out, space is empty. And another ball.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Just missed. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
This one in the air, right field, and no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Diaz off of first with 2 away. And that is in for a strike, and it's 1 and 2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Back foot slider ties him up, struck him out. Astros off and running on the solo homer. It's now 1-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at American Family Field. And the right-hander with the good curveball, Lance McCullers Jr. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just, you know, having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environments. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Jackson Chourio leading things off and takes a strike. Next offering in the dirt, and it's a ball and a strike. That's down and in. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. One up, one down. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. Their opponent on the mound today does run into some trouble finding the strike zone at times. So, Singy, I got to figure part of the plan, be patient, be selective today.
Yeah, you know coming in, regardless of, what that first inning is going to look like, you know his history. You don't want to help him out. You've got to be patient and make sure that when you attack that it's a pitch that you can do some damage with. Otherwise, just build up some traffic on the base pass, push across some easy runs, and perhaps get into some of those gap arms in the bullpen.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
No balls. 2 straight.
There's a line drive to left field. Reaches, but can't make the grab.
He was all over that one. They pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you've got to make them pay. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And now it's William Contreras. There's a strike. McCullers a move to first, and he's back in safely. That pitch just misses the inside corner. Now 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
And now it'll be Christian Yelich, the MVP in 2018, the runner-up in 2019. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
That's a ball.
Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
And another ball. Two outs. That one pushed to the left and foul.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
3-2. McCullers trying to finish off the hitter. And they'll do it again. On the ground, and it goes just foul. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
First and second, 2 outs. And here is Hoskins. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Heading for the plate. He scores to tie it up. It's an RBI single. It's 1-1.
Huge game-tying at bat right there. Came through in a big spot to drive in the run.
I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
So 2 down. Now a chance for Sal Frelick. Slider clips the zone.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Not close with that one, and it's 1-1. This one in the dirt. To third. Tag. Got him. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. All even at 1 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. New inning getting started. Leading off,
right
Zach
fielder,
DeZenzo.
Zach DeZenzo.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Clyde Washington doing the umpiring behind the dish in this one. Sometimes considered a bit of a pitcher's umpire, Singy.
He likes the low ball, which traditionally favors pitching, but you know, hitters today are pretty good at dropping their barrel down, so we'll see how it goes in this one.
Center field, Chorio sizes this one up, and out number 1 on the grab. What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue. You better learn his name, and that's just part of being a professional player and even a major league player.
Jake Myers in the box now. No balls and a strike. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great. I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with the high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Now it's Brendan Rodgers. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Kicks and fires. Slice to right, and that's a fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in, and he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Batting 9, the third baseman, Mauricio Dubon.
Here's Mauricio Dubon. Right through there for a strike. In for a strike. 0-2 now. And a curve misses outside. Rodgers on at second with 2 down. And it's even up. And there's a ball.
3 balls.
Jeremy Pena in the on deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That's out to center field. Diving, makes the grab.
Great diving catch to end the inning. That'll fire up the dugout for sure. Time to go swing it.
Back here in Milwaukee, we head
for
to the bottom of the second.
the right
Up now
fielder,
for Milwaukee, Sal Frelick.
Frelick.
Liner caught at second.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a
Batting
line
seventh,
drive that finds
the
a
third
glove,
baseman,
but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Here's the rookie third baseman. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. That one misses in the dirt.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That's inside.
2-1.
Swing and a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage
Batting
counts
it.
where batting
That's
averages
good
are just
stuff.
so much
Good.
higher. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Joseph Ortiz up now for the Brewers. Splits the plate. That's strike one. Man at first, one away. A little bit low. And the count is 1-1. McCullers a move to first.
Now he's safe.
And a 1-1.
Ball. Three and one.
In the dirt. Line drive. Good feed. That's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We played 2 full. All tied 1-1. And we're back.
Leading off
And the
for the
batter will
Astros,
be the shortstop, Jeremy Pena.
Pena.
Peralta back to work. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Chorio makes the grab, and there's one down.
Woo! He was all
Now
over that
the
first
left
pitch
fielder,
fastball.
Jose
Just barely
Altuve.
missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Right through there for a strike.
I'm impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at bat expands.
Good eye in that
Outside.
spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ripped to short. Fires over to Hoskins. And they get Altuve for the out.
The first baseman, number 8, Christian Walker.
And now it's Christian Walker. Went down on strikes his first time through. Walker, 33 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. That is upstairs for ball one. Fastball is outside. And that one fouled off. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. Astros are down quietly. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. This is Bryce Terang. Swings and misses. That's strike one.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
And he lays down a bunt. And that's just foul. Got him looking for the K. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expanded a little bit with 2 strikes.
So the batting order turns over. Now here is Jackson Chourio. In the air, left field. Altuve drops steps, heads back on it. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
The batter, number 6. Designated hitter,
Isaac Collins digs in now. Singled and scored his first time. Strike on the outside, and it's 0-1. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Oh, 0-2 now. Way inside, gets out of the way. McCullers winds, fires.
Ball 3.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
3-2 now. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Contreras batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Collins, the runner at first with 2 gone. And there's a foul ball. Smash to the left side. Over to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. Milwaukee leaves 1. Score remains tied 1-1. as we go to the top of the fourth. And stepping in for the Astros, Yainer Diaz. In the dirt, ball one. That one fouled off.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
And he chases a high fastball there. 1-2. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Contreras down to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Caratini stands in now and watches strike one. All tied up, top half of inning number 4. Outside low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And foul ball. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
That was a pretty good pitch, top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
DeZenzo takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Fastball for a strike. And a count 1-1. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Freeland tracks it down for the out. So they make short work of him there. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. All tied 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Christian Yelich. First pitch misses. And another ball. That one to first. Walker steps on the bag. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Rhys Hoskins to the plate. RBI single his last time up. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1 ball, no strike.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Not even close there. And it's 2-0.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
Nope, that's off the plate.
Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. That's a walk. Went with another changeup but missed the spot.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
One down, and stepping in is the speedy Sal Frelick. 0 for 1 so far. In for a strike. 0-1.
Always tough to turn two on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn two quickly.
And a strike in there.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Way outside, and it's 1-2. Hoskins stands at first with 1 out. Battling here as he fouls it away. That one ripped. And that's a base hit. He's in there.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Here's the third baseman. 1 for 1 with a single so far. In the air, right side. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Joseph.
Next for Milwaukee, Joseph Ortiz. He hit into a double play his first time up. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1.
The other way. Base hit into the outfield. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead. And it's an RBI single. It's 2-1.
Well done. Drives in the run. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy. Didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep. Took the barrel right to it. And then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Here's the second baseman, Bryce Terang. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. DeZenzo puts it away, and that is that. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit, and it's now a 2-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here at American Family Field, we go to the top of the 5th, and stepping in for the Astros, Jake Myers. First pitch, and he just misses. And that's down and away.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Pitch is in there, and it's 2-1.
Now, just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
That clips the corner.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Now it's the second baseman, Brendan Rodgers. Doubled his first time. That one finds the corner. It's 0-1. The Brewers up by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. This one popped up right side. Terang under it. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Mauricio
Dubon will hit next. He's 0 for 1. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. In the air, left field, down the line. Fair ball.
The batter, number 3.
Jeremy Pena up next for the Astros.
Pena.
He's already homered in this game. And there's a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Dubon off of first with 2 away. That missed by a lot. And the count 1-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and it gives him the lead in the 5th. It's 3-2. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there. No doubt about it.
So, Singy, this is a little bit of a surprise. A guy known for line drives hits one over the fence.
Well, if you're a little too early, you'll get some elevation in the ball, get out of the ballpark. For him, it's kind of a mistake. But you know what? When you have such a good approach, every now and then you're going to run into one.
Altuve, a guy who loves the first pitch, that time taking, and it's 0-1. Just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. Not in time, and he reaches safely.
The first baseman, number 8.
So he's able to reach first base despite the strikeout, and that extends the inning. Kind of a tough turn of events for the defense there.
Yeah, that's maybe a little bit of a morale killer. For a second, you think you're about to go hit, but really quickly you have to refocus and be ready for the next play. We'll see if they can work around it.
Man at first, and next to hit for Houston, Christian Walker. That one ripped, but foul. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 2. Strike three, struck him out for the third time today. Two-run shot for the Astros this inning. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back here in Milwaukee, here's the center fielder, Jackson Chourio. Late swing fouled off. And that drops in for a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Ronel Blanco appears to be getting ready, and I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. Valdez getting cranked up as well. Got him looking, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else, anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a 2-strike count, but sometimes you just get fooled and you got to tip your cap.
Next for the Brewers, Isaac Collins. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
A changeup missing, and the count is 2-0. Next offering is fouled back. Fouls one off. 2-2. Inside, just missed. Home team down a run. Last half of inning number 5. Chases that one out of the zone. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Here's the catcher, William Contreras. Right through there for a strike. Base knock right field. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The relay throw, but he's in there easily.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
So, runner at second, 2 down. So next, it's the Brewers cleanup hitter, Christian Yelich. First pitch just misses.
And the strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
The next offering misses, and the count now 2-0. Just missed.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Rhys Hoskins in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And there's the automatic.
3-1.
Man on second, 2 down. Laser base hit. Contreras doesn't stop, heads for home. He's safe, back even. It's 3-3.
Well, there you go, the RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Astros bullpen. McCullers gets the hook, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for
Ronel
Houston,
Blanco comes on now.
number 56.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big
Blanco.
ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball one. Runner on the go. Pitch is low. Safe at second with a stolen base. And another ball.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate. Runners in scoring position. And a hitter's count.
Sal Frelick in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Taking all the way on 3-0 right there. And as a hitter, you're saying, why couldn't I get that pitch earlier in the count when I'm looking to swing?
And ball four to a board.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
First and second, 2 outs. Sal Frelick up now for the Brewers. 1 for 2. That one inside. 1-0.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Off the mark there. 2-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Swing and a miss, and now 2-2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. And the slider just misses.
That's a really good take.
Yelich on second. Hoskins on at first with 2 down. To third. And it stays fair. 1 runs in. And he can't come up with it. Headed to the plate. Across is the runner from first. It's 5-3.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
So 2 down. Now the third baseman. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
1 strike.
Runner at second, 2 down.
That's a ball.
In the dirt.
1-1.
In the air, right field, DeZenzo. As this one sized up, he makes the grab, and that will end the inning. Brewers pick up a run on this RBI double. It's now 5-3. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. We're back, and they make a change to start the sixth. The new pitcher, number 39.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
And now the DH, Yainer Diaz. He is struck out, and he is walked. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Nick Mears getting ready to go. Koenig, the power lefty, up as well. And that's off the outside edge. Now 2-0.
2-0.
Line drive, and that's a base hit to right. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
The catcher, number 17, Victor Caratini.
Vic Caratini at the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
1-1.
And there's a strike to the outside corner. The 2 strikes may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
That one misses. Ball one. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
With the tying run at the plate, and we're the top half of the sixth. Just inside, and now it is filled up.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Booth.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
He's getting the barrel to the ball. He's just got to work on that timing a little bit.
Struck him out looking with the off-speed stuff.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Now here is Zach DeZenzo. First pitch misses. And another ball.
2 balls, no strike.
Now one missed.
3-0.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Right side, hard hit. They get one. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Brewers 5 and the Astros 3. Well, we go bottom 6. Up now for Milwaukee, Joseph Ortiz. Blanco back to work. Ortiz goes 5 feet 9 inches, 26 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2019. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 2. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Brings it in with a nice running grab. And there's one away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Terang up for the third time here. Watches that one miss. And it's fouled away. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1-2.
Stays alive.
Don't think you want to throw him that pitch again. He hammered it. Next time, he'll make it fair.
Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Myers hauls it in, 2 away.
The center fielder, number 11.
Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. And now the center fielder, Jackson Chourio. And that drops in for a strike. Swing and a foul straight back. Two down, nobody on. This one popped up, middle of the infield. Rogers. And that is that. Nobody left for Milwaukee, and it remains 5-3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the center fielder, Jake Myers.
Jake Myers.
And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. I mean, you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Brendan Rodgers up next for the Astros. Fastball is outside.
1-0.
Right through there for a strike. The Astros down by a pair here in the top half of inning number 7. Next offering is in for a strike. Slider misses outside. And the next pitch is way outside. One down, base is empty. On the ground right side. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Mauricio Dubon up next for the Astros. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And that's in for a strike. Rolled over to third, and it goes just foul. Backed off the plate that time. Two outs.
Ball. 2-2.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3.
Now pitching for
So a
Houston.
young arm coming on now out
Number
of the pen.
15.
Jung-Woo Lee. On
Jung-Woo
for his major league
Lee.
debut. So we'll see if he's ready for the big stage.
He just has to remember this is the same game that he's played all the way through the minor leagues to this point. The only difference, there are just more people in the stands and it's a bigger stadium, but the game itself is still the same. Look at the catcher, whatever fingers he puts down, that's what you throw, and just let him lead you in this one.
Collins in now.
One ball.
Takes ball
Okay.
one off the plate. Trying to bunt his way on. And a foul ball. Just missed. Swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Ripped to third. Dubon to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Now batting, catcher William Contreras.
William Contreras up now for the Brewers. 1 for 3. First pitch doesn't
that's the
find
ball.
the zone. Activity in the bullpen for Houston. Brian King, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. And now it's even up.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And misses inside.
Now you get to this part of the order, yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you if he will.
Dubon to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the left fielder Christian Yelich.
2 outs, base is empty. Here comes Christian Yelich. First
That's a ball.
offering, and it just misses.
1 ball, no strike.
Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
Next pitch is downstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Foul ball there.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
2 down, nobody on. That misses, and it's 3-2. Ball 4, tried another curve but couldn't locate it.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his
number
career
12,
since day
Reese.
one.
And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. Lee picks to first. Yelich dives back in. Here goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Throws it away.
I think a good throw to second base has a chance to catch him right there. So that's a throw he's going to want back behind the dish. And you roll the dice when you send the runner, but oftentimes you're trying to force some action, and it worked out great for him right there.
That one in the dirt, and 1-1. 2 outs with a runner at third. Just missed. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially.
Now that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. 1 error in the inning, but it doesn't hurt him. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Brewers 5 and the Astros 3. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Nick Mears.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Now it's the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3. Good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Activity in the bullpen for the Brewers. Trevor McGill, the closer, is getting loose. Next offering upstairs. The 1-1 is fouled off. That one off the mark, and that's ball 2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Two. Got him swinging.
Well, That slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
So next up for Houston, Jose Altuve. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. And that's downstairs and outside. And that drops in for a strike. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. And that's too high.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Next offering is in the dirt. That's to third, and it stays fair.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
So a man at first. And now the first baseman, Christian Walker. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-1.
The tying run at the plate. On the ground to the left. And it's through for a hit. They fired in quickly. So it's first and second with only 1 away.
Back-to-back singles. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. Really important at bat coming up now.
Making a move at second base. On to pinch run for Houston, Chas McCormick. Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros. Fought off foul.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Runner around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and it's a 1-run game.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
2 on, 1 out. And now Victor Caratini. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. One out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Slap the other way, foul. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight.
Oh, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Nick Mears out of the game, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
So
the
they
Brewers,
bring on their closer in the 8th, Trevor McGill.
Trevor McGill.
Zach DeZenzo up next for the Astros. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. And the pitch is outside, ball 1.
1-0.
Next offering is in for a strike. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Not close with that one, and it's 2-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Registers the punch out and hits 101.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Bennett Sousa.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Sal Frelick up now for the Brewers.
The right fielder.
Well, no better night than Sunday night when everyone is watching. You break out, you just let them know that you haven't gone anywhere.
And ball 1 to the right fielder. Action in the pen down there. Brian Abreu, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
That misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count.
Three balls, 2 strikes.
Now this is in the air down the line. 1 down.
Now batting, third baseman.
Here's the third baseman.
Durbin.
And the first offering is not close. Ground ball, Walker. And he takes it himself for the out.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Joseph Ortiz.
2 down, bases empty. Next for Milwaukee, Joseph Ortiz. And that is out of play. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next offering upstairs. Swinging a foul straight back. The shortstop takes the ball.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
2 outs. That's off the inside corner. Full count now. 2 down, nobody on. Caught him looking for the K. No runs, no hits, no errors. 9th inning coming up. It's the Brewers 5 and the Astros 4. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. And now the center fielder, Jake Myers.
So important to stay within yourself, especially for this hitter. Not known to be a power guy or a home run hitter. He needs to set the table by getting on with a walk or a base hit.
And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. Looking to get the tying run on base.
That's the ball.
That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Ball,
that was
strike.
absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Swings and misses and 1 down below the zone. And he chases that one. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Here's the second baseman, Brendan Rodgers. Cut on and missed at 101. And that's strike 1. One down, base is empty.
That's a ball.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Contreras collects, fires to first. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Now batting.
Well, you don't see it very often, but every once in a while a guy strikes out and still somehow ends up safe on first. And when it happens, you kind of scratch your head, but I guess sometimes a pitch is so nasty it makes everyone miss. Now they're going to have to get more than 3 outs in this inning.
And now it's going to be Mauricio Dubon. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing and a miss, and 102 on the radar gun. Edge of the zone, called a strike. Going to count 1 and 2. Upstairs.
2-2.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And it remains 2-2. And a breaking ball misses outside.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Jeremy Pena in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And just one out remaining for Houston.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with two strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Pena, the next to hit, takes outside.
No strike.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
2 outs. Right through there for a strike. They're down to their final strike. The Astros down to their final strike. That's off the mark. 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And that's outside.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Brewers strand the tying run on base to win it.
Well, someone from the bullpen had to come in, get a big out, and then had a little time to think about it before he went back out to get the final 3 outs of this ball game. Nonetheless, outstanding job to get the save and secure the win for his team.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.